Good morning, everybody. This is Acer of Spades of ZLT Zombie Looney Tunes. We are number one in state 268. Anyway, long story short, my good friend Levi72, one of my most incredible members in my alliance, asked about the specifics of formation of APCs and heroes in conjunction with them. So we're going to make a quick video on that. Right underneath where you see your construction workers and your technology is your APC tab. So I click that and I'm going to go into my first APC. It's my class APC. It happens to be my strongest one. Now, I specifically toned down my heroes, so judge me not. I get lots and lots of wisdom medals, as you guys will see on Wisdom Day, or Hero Day rather, and I choose to use them to get my chest and my boxes to help me grow. But sooner or later, somebody's going to tick me off, and I'm going to bolster up my heroes. So, meanwhile, back to the video. I'm going to click on Arsenal here, and you're going to notice two very specific things. You have leadership skills, which it says type leadership skill here under Dictator, and you have combat skills. All heroes have either leadership skills or combat skills. Now, that obviously applies to combat heroes. There are production heroes, and we'll go through that another time. So as far as these particular skills go, if you go to your combat skill, you'll notice that it will tell you a requirement, meaning what it has to be doing or where it has to be in order to get the skills access. And then it says effective range 3. That effective range is specifically referring to the range in which the attacks can reach during an actual battle. Those battles are displayed inside your battle history tab when you do either zombie raids or you're dealing with the situation of fighting another base. So we'll go through that in just a second. Meanwhile, this particular one's effective range 3. Whereas if you back up out and you go down to Shoot a Man, you will find that his effective range is 4, meaning he could reach 4 above that. And if you go to his second skill that I have not unlocked, his effective range is 5. 5 so far, from what I can tell, seems to be the highest, and that means he can attack up to 5 spaces ahead of where he is in the placement in the APC. There are a total of 6 places. Shoot a Man is the bottom, meaning the 6th place. Above is Forsaken One, 5th place. Arsenal's 4th place. Then the enemy will be placed 3 spaces ahead of you on the other side. So that would be 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. That's important to note. That means that Arsenal potentially, even though his particular combat skill only targets 2 random squads, he will target 2 out of the 3 possible squads 3 spaces after him. So Arsenal can be in the 1st or 2nd slot and still be effective. Whereas there are other heroes, and we'll go into my second APC here. Other heroes like Warhound, where his effective range is 3 and his second effective range is 2. Now, this is really important to note, because if you were to have Warhound just even in Razor's position right underneath him, his second skill would almost never hit anyone. And that's a big deal. If you decided to put Warhound in the last position where Dharan Guardian is on this particular APC, that would make it even worse. He wouldn't hit at all, and it would say skill cannot be unleashed or something along those lines. Now let's go into Dharan Guardian. He's my favorite hero as far as APC placement goes, because he is the only one that I've seen that has a effective range 5 on all of his combat skills. Now that's important to know, that he specifically always needs to be in the last position in the APC, because his skills will always work and always be effective. Now we're going to go into something even more specific. If you look at Razor specifically, unlike the others that we've gone over so far, he has a good effective range, making him a good middle hero. But it says when hero is leading vehicles. That means certain very special heroes are only effective when leading certain troops. So Razor happens to be a hero that works very, very well with vehicles. So without leading vehicles, his effects will not work at all. Whereas Arsenal, as we've gone over before, he can be leading any units and still utilize all his skills. Now, that means, obviously, Forsaken, having effective range of 2, is only capable of hitting one space ahead of Arsenal. Hypothetically, because he can only do 2 or 3, it is best to have Forsaken one in Arsenal's position. This way, Arsenal, who clearly can hit for 3, 3, and 3 across the board, should either be in first or at most second position. Now, outside of both of those aspects, if there are any further questions on how the placement should go, please let me know, like and subscribe. If there's any other things I missed, please let me know.